or the identification so to develop organic explosives.
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear, Doctor. This is not a request, it's an order. You package 85 liters of biomimetic gel for interstellar transport and deliver them to Cargo Bay 3. Is that understood?
Yes. I'd like this order in writing, please, sir.
I thought you might.
You should know that I shall note this in my log and file an official protest with Starfleet Medical.
That is your right, but I want the gel by the end of the day. Dismissed.
The founders have decided to implement Stage 2 ahead of schedule.
Invasion of Romulus? It's too soon. We're engaged in heavy fighting all along the border with the Federation. The Klingons are preparing to go on the offensive and...
Fortunately, the founders have better vision than you do. They can see the opportunities before us even when you cannot. Consider, the Romulans don't expect an attack from Cardassia. The bulk of the Romulan fleet is still deployed along the neutral zone with the Federation. The founders estimate we would be on Romulus itself in less than 3 weeks.
3 weeks? I heard the same kind of estimates before we attacked the Federation.
Those plans were ruined by the incompetency of your predecessor.
Gul Dukat is a great man.
Gul Dukat is a dreaming egotist and a fool. We offered him unchallenged control of the Alpha Quadrant, and all he could think about was his daughter. Now, shall we get back to the business at hand?
That's it. Freeze program. And that's all the new material. The rest of the program plays exactly as you saw before. What do you think?
It's better. They seem more real.
And all I had to do was add a little petty bickering and mutual loathing. So, you are happy?
It's satisfactory.
You may record the program onto the data rod now.
I received a message. Senator Vreenak is on the way.
Excellent. Done. Who gets it? Just put it in the case. It has been a pleasure doing business with you, gentlemen. Call me again if you ever...
You're not going anywhere.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're not leaving until your work is accepted by our client.
But that isn't fair. You can't keep me here against my will. I haven't done anything wrong. We had an agreement.
I'm making a new agreement. If that program passes inspection, you walk free. But if there is even the slightest flaw, then I will send you back to that Klingon prison and tell Galran to take his time while he executes you.
All right. It will pass. You will see. It will pass. I sincerely hope so. Now, why don't you go back to your quarters? I'll be along shortly to say hello.
Maybe I was under more pressure than I realized. Maybe it was really starting to get to me. But I was off the hook. Starfleet Command had given the plan their blessing, and I thought that would make things easier. I was the one who had to make it happen. I was the one who had to look Senator Vreenak in his eye and convince him that a lie was the truth.
So while you're entertaining the senator in the wardroom, I'll take the opportunity to make a quick search of his ship's database.
For what?
Oh, for any intelligence information he may have picked up on the Dominion in Sukara.
What if you get caught?
Oh, I think that's highly unlikely. I doubt the senator will be traveling with more than 4 bodyguards at the most. 2 will stand watch outside the wardroom, and 2 will stay in the landing bay. I assure you, they'll never know I was even near their ship.
Just make sure you don't get caught. Baker through 6th to Baker have been secured. I have posted armed guards at every entry point, and I have personally scanned all compartments for signs of surveillance equipment. Very good, Commander. Maintain current security measures until further notice. No one is to enter this area except Mr. Garrick and myself. Aye, sir.
Always a pleasure to see you, Mr. Worf.
Ops to Captain Sisko.
Go ahead, Major.
We've just received the coded subspace signal you were waiting for. Should I reply?
No reply, Major. Cisco out.
Take my leave of you now, Captain. Oh, and one last thing. VNet believes he's on the winning side, so until you can prove otherwise, you may have to put up with a certain acerbic attitude.
Mr. Garrick, after having spent a week with you, I have developed a very, very thick skin.
Good luck.
Combat officer, widower, father of mentor. Oh, yes. The man who started the war with the Dominion. So I thought you'd be taller.
Sorry to disappoint you.
To be honest, my opinion of Starfleet officers is so low. You'd have to work very hard indeed to disappoint me.
Come with me. I'll show you to your quarters.
I look forward to seeing your station while it's still here, that is. The way the war's going with the Federation, may not be around much longer. Fair approximation, but somewhat lacking in aroma. Real cauliflower should forcibly open one's sinuses well before the first sip.
We don't have much experience in replicating Romulan beverages. Of course, all of that would change if we became allies instead of cold warriors.
You are persistent, Captain. I'll grant you that. But dogged determination isn't enough to change the reality of your situation. Time is definitely not on your side. The Dominion shipyards are operating at 100% capacity. Yours are still being rebuilt. The Dominion is breeding legions of Jemadar soldiers every day. You're experiencing a manpower shortage. But most important, the Dominion is resolved to win the war at any cost. You and I both know the Federation has already put out peace feelers. Now, in all candor, if you were in my position, which side would you choose?
I pick the side most likely to leave us in peace when the dust settles. Maybe you're right. Maybe the Dominion will win in the end. Then the Founders will control what we now call Cardassia, the Klingon Empire, and the Federation. So, instead of facing 3 separate opponents with 3 separate agendas, you'll find yourselves facing the same opponent on every side. There's a word for that. Surrounded.
It really is a good replica. The aroma started to grow on me. For a moment there, I almost forgot it wasn't the real thing. But only for a moment. You make some very good points, Captain. But it's still all speculation and theory. Nothing that would warrant abrogating our treaty and plunging the